All right, let's get right into it. What's this magical app? The app is called Thumbtack. I think it's overlooked by musicians because it's an app for every imaginable freelancer, from dog walkers, plumbers, website designers, and yes, performing musicians. If you want my top 3 tips for being successful with Thumbtack, then watch till the end. And as always, if you find this content valuable, please like and subscribe. So what sets this app apart from Fiverr and other freelancing marketplaces? The difference is its focus on local in-person services. While remote services are great for some types of freelancers, there's still no substitute for in-person gigs for live performers. All right, so how does it work? There's no membership fee, and Thumbtack does not take a cut of your revenue. So what's their business model? How do they make money? Aside from about $700 million in venture capital funding, their revenue comes from charging pros, freelancers like us, for leads, so you pay for leads as you go. Now, this is where a lot of freelancers go wrong and why you see all the hate about Thumbtack. Here's their Better Business Bureau reviews. 1.15 out of 5. Ooh. So we should probably stay away from Thumbtack, right? Well, just to put this in perspective, I'm sure you've used Uber before, right? Well, let's look at their reviews on Better Business Bureau. Uber rated F, 1.04 out of 5 stars, even worse. It seems people love to hate. Now, is that going to deter you from using Uber's rideshare services? I didn't think so. Now, the pay-per-lead model can be tricky for sure, but the good news is, if you know how to use Thumbtack and you're good at what you do, then you'll be profitable because others will quit and leave scathing reviews. Here's a look inside my profiles. I have a total of 117 confirmed jobs. Now, that's since September of 2016. It's currently September 2022. But take into account losing a year or so with the shutdowns and the pandemic, we'll call it less than 5 years. Here I downloaded the receipts of every lead I've ever purchased from Thumbtack, $13,968.99. But look at the revenue I've generated, $200,201. Now this is gross revenue, i.e. before paying other musicians, travel, etc. I'm using gross revenue because that's the number an agency uses to take their commission. For example, if an agency booked your band for $5,000, they're typically going to take 20%, which is $1,000 commission. Now let's look at the numbers again. Total gross revenue from 117 gigs, approximately $200,000. Amount spent on leads, approximately $14,000. That equals 7% of total revenue paid to Thumbtack. Anything under 20% and you are winning the Thumbtack game. Why? Because as I just mentioned, an agency is going to take 20% or more of your gross revenue. Okay, so here are my top 3 tips for success with Thumbtack. Number 1, no matter what industry you are in, make sure you set your customer preferences and availability correctly. For example, there's this great feature where you can set a minimum customer budget. That way you can't get charged for leads that don't meet your minimum job fee. Also, make sure you block off book dates on your calendar so you don't pay for leads you can't turn into gigs. Number 2, keep track of your spending on a quarterly basis and optimize. There's always going to be leads you pay for that don't turn into gigs. That number will vary from week to week. Look at the bigger picture, especially if you have busy and slow seasons. And number 3, don't be discouraged if you're just starting out because Thumbtack rewards new professionals on their platform. It's common to see new pros ranking on the first search page, and it's pretty easy to do. Just make sure your profile strength says super strong. How? Complete all the required fields, link your pics and video, and get 10 reviews. Bam! You start showing up and getting contacted by potential customers. Last, if you're a live performer, musician, DJ, or novelty act looking to increase your income, I run a training program and community focused entirely on that subject. You can find out more information in the description below. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.